Hello! Our topic for this lesson is Introduction to Active and Passive Voices. You need just 7 minutes to complete this lesson. Let's go over to our lesson objective. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Define an active and passive voice. 2. Identify examples of active and passive voices. 3. Demonstrate the forms of passive voices or sentences. Let us go over to Definition of Active and Passive Voice. Definition of active and passive voice. Voice refers to the form of verb that indicates when a grammatical subject performs the action or is the receiver of the action. When a sentence is written in the active voice, the subject performs the action. In the passive voice, the subject receives the action. The active voice, or sentence, shows what someone or something does. The passive voice, or sentence, shows what happens to someone or something. Let's go over to active voice. Active voice. When the subject of a sentence performs the verb's action, we say that the sentence is in the active voice. Sentences in the active voice have a strong, direct, and clear tone. Examples: A. The boy kicked the ball. In the given sentence example, the subject is the boy. The boy, which is the subject of the sentence, is very active that it performs the action. Also observe that in an active voice, the subject begins the sentence. B. Charles wrote many poems. Note, the subject is Charles, and he performs the action in the sentence. It is an active voice because the subject performs the action. Let's go over to passive voice. Passive voice. The passive voice permits you to put someone or something first that is not the actor. Examples: A. The ball was kicked by the boy. In the given example, the receiver of the action, which is the object, begins the sentence. The ball is the object and it cannot perform any action, but it begins the sentence. This makes the sentence a passive one. B. Many poems were written by Charles. Note, the object begins the sentence. This makes it a passive voice. Let's go over to passive form. The passive form. 1. The passive form is formed with the formula verb to be plus past participle. Examples: A. Was cooked. B. Can be viewed. C. Is used. 2. The passive voice, or sentence, is formed with the following formula. Verb to be plus past participle plus by plus subject. Let's go over to tenses in passive forms. Tenses and their passive forms. 1. Present simple, the house is built by Julius Berger. 2. Present continuous, the house is being built by Julius Berger. 3. Past simple, the house was built by Julius Berger. 4. Past continuous, the house was being built by Julius Berger. 5. Present perfect, the house has been built by Julius Berger. 6. Past perfect, the house had been built by Julius Berger. 7. Going to, the house is going to be built by Julius Berger. 8. Well, the house will be built by Julius Berger. 9. Infinitive, the house is to be built by Julius Berger. 10. ing form, the chairman insists on the house being built by Julius Berger. 11. Used to, the company used to be managed by Dr. Adam. 12. Modals, the company should be managed by Dr. Adam. Note: to form a passive voice or sentence, we must adhere to the formula given. Also, observe that the use of verb changes with the change of tenses. The subject of the sentence is placed at the end of the sentence to form a passive voice. Let's go over to uses of the passive voice. Uses of the passive voice. We use the passive voice 1. When the object is more important than the subject and the doer of the action is obviously not important or unknown. Example: A letter is written. 2. To make an informal writing formal or less personal. Example: A. You are instructed to do the assignment within 2 days. Note that the active voice is more direct and personal. Example: A. Active voice: I instruct you to do the assignment within 2 days. Let's go over to assignment. Assignment. You can pause the video and write out these sentences on your notebook. Underline. Active if the sentence is written in active voice, and passive if it is written in passive voice. One has been done for you. Let us go over to summary. In summary, we've been able to learn the following. 1. How to define an active and passive voice. 2. How to identify examples of active and passive voices. 3. How to demonstrate the forms of passive voices or sentences. I hope you enjoyed the class. See you in the next lesson. Thanks, and goodbye.